Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and I'll be playing some Planet Coaster. So I tried this out a little bit on a previous stream, and I'll be streaming this and simultaneously recording this for my YouTube channel. And in that previous stream, I had a first look at the game. I played through the first challenge and the career mode. So pretty much this first one here under the Captain Lockjaw's Buried Treasure. And for this playthrough, I'll just go through and continue on with the campaign. So let's go ahead and do the next part. So we've got Creature Awakens. Rumors of engineers meeting sticky ends scared off this park's staff, leading to its recent sale. The bargain price presents an irresistible opportunity, so hire some new staff, complete construction of the park, and ignore the reports of strange noises underground. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Alright, let's go ahead and start the scenario. Now, I'm still pretty new at this game. As I said, I just played that one mission. There really isn't any tutorials to speak of, other than some videos that were put up by the creators. So I watched those, although they were very basic. But I think I get the overall gist of it and the basics anyway. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and that's the same description here. Now I do have to re-familiarize myself a little bit here because it's been at least a few days, but I think I remember most of it. And at the very least, we've got the tooltips here that will help us out. Alright, well, that looks scary. Okay, so we've got to hire 2 janitors. That's pretty easy. We have to build 2 rides, and we have to hire 2 mechanics, build 5 rides, and then hire 2 entertainers and attract 1,000 guests. So that's going to be the hardest objective here, but I don't think it will be too bad. So let's go ahead and close that. So let's take a look at what we have as far as this park goes. So right now, it looks like we do have a ride. It looks like a car ride that goes into a cave and then comes out of a cave. So I'm not really sure where that goes. I'm actually really curious of where that goes. It looks like it goes underground the entire time. I don't see anywhere else where that track goes. So we'll maybe take that ride. We have a track that comes off this way. And what do we have here? We have a building, and the building is selling priority passes. Okay, that's one thing that I haven't really toyed with. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to take a look at some of the park statistics here as well. And then I'm assuming we have the entrance over here somewhere. And then we have a path that goes over here, so we can build rides and things over here, it looks like. And then we've got our path over this abyss that I guess we can also build rides on. Now, it's only rides. It is not any coasters, because I think they make a distinction with rides and coasters. So our objective is just to do rides. Now, let's first take a look at our park itself. So the park, litter is disgusting, so we need to hire janitors. I wish there were more rides because we have, outside of maybe that one, which I don't even know if that counts as a ride. We'll see here in a second when we go over the ride summary. We have the queue looks fast for Kraken's Lair. I'm assuming that's the little car ride. Park entry is free, so that is carried over from the other park. We had a free park there too. I want to go on the Kraken's Lair, so again, I think that's the only ride. It does count as a coaster, the Kraken's Lair. And right now we have no janitors, no mechanics, no entertainers, but we do have a vendor, which we already saw over there, selling priority passes for nothing because we don't really have any rides. Although there might be a priority pass for the Kraken's Lair. No profit or anything to speak of, and we only have 1 coaster and 1 shop or facility. Okay, so we've got a lot of things to build here if we want to get those 1,000 guests, obviously. Finances, there's not really anything to talk about there. Now, research. Do something to research. So, I want to take a look at what rides we have before I make any of those things. Start market campaign, we're not going to do. I guess we can do the janitor staff things now. So, I'll stick 1 over here. And we'll stick another one over here. Now, we don't have any... Well, we have a couple bins, so... But let's go back. Grab ourselves another janitor. So that part was pretty easy, hiring the 2 staff that we needed. All right, let's go through the rest. We have guests. Right now, not a lot of guests, but we'll work on that. And attractions and shops. Again, the Kraken's Lair. Okay, let's take a look at the rides. So, what rides do we have available? From what I can see, we have the Boom Boat, and that's about it. So, we're probably going to want to research some more rides. And it is a log flume. Okay, that's cool. And then coasters-wise, we have nothing. Now, we can do custom with this. Oh, so we can make our own car ride or log ride if we wanted to. That's cool. I might do the pre-built one, but I might like messing around with that because I still don't have that much experience with coasters. I did play around with that a little bit when I was having my first look, but I don't think I have full understanding of it yet. Okay. I find it interesting, though, because the car here is counted as a coaster, so I wonder if we built it, if it would... Oh, track rides. I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Rides. Okay, so we've got the Forge. Oop, I didn't want to actually select that. There we go. So we've got the Forge. We've got the Kickflip. We've got the Cycola. The Rocktopus, which we've seen before, and the Whirly Rig. So we do have the 5 rides that we need, but I am interested in maybe getting some more rides here. So let's start research. What can we do here? Well, we might already have some things. Let's actually evaluate our rides themselves. So we've got the Whirly Rig is probably more, and the Rocktopus are probably more family-oriented. I'm not actually sure, but okay, Cycola. That's a little bit more exciting. The Kickflip is really exciting, and then the Forge even more so. So the Forge is our most exciting ride so far. Okay, well, I think I want to go for some thrill rides because, you know, we've got a, you know, scary environment here, so let's go for that. So let's go in here and do our research of a thrill-oriented ride rather than a family-oriented ride. Okay. I don't know if we're actually able to do this, though, because it's saying 0, but I'm going to try nonetheless. I do want the facility first aid. And I guess we'll go with some of these things. Okay, well, that's as much as we can do our research-wise. All right, well, I think we're more or less ready to go. So let's build some rides here. All right, so we have 2 tracks. One goes off that way, one comes off this way. If I were to build family rides, I think I would put them over here. So let's think about doing that. Now, I also have to think about concessions and things, which I may put over here. But if I put them over there, I have to think about... I mean, I don't know with this early on if we have to worry about things like that. But let me go ahead and build a ride right here. So let's grab a ride. And I think I want to do... one of the newer rides. So let's say take a look what the Kickflip looks like. Okay, so that is a pretty classic looking ride. We've got the Forge. Okay. And we've got this one here. I kind of like the look of this one. So I'm going to stick it right about there. And then I'm going to grab the path here. And I want to go with the same kind of look. So we are using this kind of path here. And I'm going to take it over this way, I think. And if we can maybe even bring it around and maybe link it up to over here, that'd be fine too. That way I wouldn't feel so bad having concessions and stuff over here. But I want to also give room for the queue for this ride. So I think that's as long as I want to take the path for now. And then we do need to place entrance. So the entrance I'm going to put over here. And then place the exit. And we're going to place that right there. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and get our queue. So, queue, and I'm going to do it in a way that it, kind of zigs and zags so that we have a little bit of a line going. There was a little bit of, there we go. Okay. Well, that was easy. There's star number 1. So, star number 2, we get by having 5 rides, which is a little bit harder to pull off, and 2 mechanics. And I guess that one car ride does count. Alright, well, now that we have 2 rides, I would like to get some shops in here because we're not addressing any of those needs. So, we have... I don't really know what the theme of this park is. It's not really obvious, but it doesn't have a strong theme anyway like the last one did. Okay, so let's start with the food shop. And what do we have here? So that's kind of got a piratey theme. That's still piratey. We got the food village. Pirate food stall, that's pretty big. Pirate shop. Okay. And we can always build our own too. Then we're just going to go with this nice village one. Pretty nice size. And trying to remember, how do we... Z and that rotates it. So we'll put... I might be able to fit a food and drink place in here. If we're smart about it. So I'll put it just like that. And then drinks. I want it to be relatively small. I might even build my own and have it kind of the same theme. Because I think that's doable. So, let me do custom here. Let me grab the Cosmic Cow. Oop. And I'll put it relatively close by, not too close. That looks about right. And then we need buildings. And we need custom walls. Okay, so the first thing we're actually going to need is, I'm not sure if it's under walls or not. We'll have to see here in a second. It is like a brick type. Yeah, it looks like this. Classic brick wall. We just have to get it in the right spot. All right, so that's not quite the same thing. Let's see if we can find... It's some kind of stone, not brick. So just keep looking for it. But that is more or less what we're looking for. Same kind of thing. I'm not seeing what is possible. I missed it. Oh, this looks close. Not quite. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't know what kind of material it's called. That one was sandstone. I mean, it's got to be walls because from what I'm looking at, it sure looks like it. Classic brick. That's the one frustrating thing is just finding what material they used for some of the buildings and when you try to replicate it. I mean, it's obvious that it's here somewhere. Not wood. It's not the sandstone. All right, I'll look through one more time. Looking for... maybe shopfront is the right thing to type in because it looks like that is what they're called. Yeah, shopfront. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing the material they used here. So I guess we'll just go with close enough rather than the same thing. Unless maybe they use the framework and then put the stone over top it. Yeah, I think that's what they did. So they probably did that. And then the framework might be what they... we're going to have to cancel that. I don't know how they got that effect. Wasn't any of that. Maybe we go to walls again. All pieces. Now, I did see some things that it might have been. If we come all the way down to the bottom here. Huh. Don't know how they get this wooden effect over top, because this looks like pretty much the same, right? But I'm not seeing how they did that wooden effect. I mean, it could be one of these things. Decorations, maybe? No, I don't see that. Not going to be under signs. Huh. Ah. I think this is it. Oh. Not quite, though. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I was, trying to figure out if I could figure out how they did that. So it was rough brick. So all right, found it. And then we need to rotate it 90 degrees. Maybe I didn't place that right. Let me try that again. Yeah, I don't think I placed the walls right. All right, let me try that again. Ah! For a second there, I was like, maybe I should hit in that, do the one control, where it was control, hold in control, and then move it. That's what I need to do. All right, I'll learn. That's what we need to do. Okay, I got it. It didn't seem right to me, and I figured it out. And this should help me out quite a bit. So I apologize for that little bit of awkwardness, but I think I have it now. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then come back over to the columns after we get rid of this. It's quite clear to me that how they did this was they took columns like this, because this looks... maybe they didn't do it that way. I really don't know how they did that wood effect. I mean, maybe they took something and then did that with it. But it still doesn't look quite right. I unfortunately can't really see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it was that they used to do that, but I mean, obviously there's something here that you can do that with. And that's just one of those things, you gotta find the right thing, and I don't know what it's called, so... Oh well, we at least get the brick. Let's try the roofs here now. Alright, so we're looking for a thatch roof. Now, I wonder how they did it on this building, because you could just do that, but that obviously... I think what they did was they did this, kind of like in layers, so... Oh, no, they just used that. Okay, well, that's easy enough. We put that in. Yeah, see, I see that clearly, that they did that. So now we need to do the brick wall again. Or, hold on. Don't think there's anything else here that we definitely need. Okay, so let's figure out this brick thing. So, walls. We're going to want the rough brick again. Okay. Now, this is going to be the one thing I'm not sure if I understand exactly how it works, but I'm sure going to try. Alright, so maybe if we, first off, let's show more controls. So, maybe if I hit the control... Oop, that's not doing what I wanted to do. Alright, so that's not what we want. We want this. Aha! Oh, but I have to let go. Okay. Perfect. Alright, that looks good. Now, I don't quite have the framework right. And they also have windows and stuff that we'll try and put in. Okay, well, I did it. It's a start. Again, I don't know how they did the framework. I wish I knew. And I think that they put the roof on the other way around, maybe? Or, really sure. Alright, well, let's go ahead. Let's go to the doors and windows here. We'll get rid of this. They didn't do it like that, did they? No, that doesn't look right. I almost wonder if they embedded one wall into another to get that effect. Like, is there a wooden wall that kind of has like beams and stuff like that? I'm just really curious because I want to know how they did that so that I can do it in the future. Not really sure. I mean, what I thought it was something like this that they embedded in to the wall. But that doesn't look right. It doesn't even look like the right wood material. Maybe they turned it upside down. Is that something I can do? Not that I can tell. And even then, it doesn't look right. Doesn't look like the right type of wood. I mean, maybe they colored it. I don't know. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe that's something I'll figure out down the road. All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look in here. Wall decorations. Doesn't look like what I'm looking for. All right, well, let's go to the doors and windows. And we'll try and do something similar to what they have here. So, that's not quite the right look. That's definitely not what we're looking for. That could be good. Kind of do a combo between this and that, because they kind of go together nicely. So we'll do that one there. And this one like that. All right, that looks pretty nice. And then let's stick a sign on it for good measure. So what kind of decorations and signs do we have? We could do one of those. I'd have to mess with it on where it is. We could just do like a light. That doesn't quite fit. Oh, that looks pretty nice. I kind of like how that looks. I'm not sure how centered it is, but something like that. All right, that looks pretty cool. And then put some of these suckers on there. All right, I like that. And doesn't quite go with the lamps that are over there. As a matter of fact, might want to change that. Pirate awning. Where's the other lamp? They might have gotten it from a different area. All right, well, that will work, in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, hold on a second. My visuals got a little messed up there. Okay, I'm good to go. All right, so we've got food and drink. Let's get some bathrooms in here too. So, one more thing to go, and that is the restroom block. Now, I want to see what this looks like. All right, we might be able to fit this sucker in here. I mean, this is putting a lot of traffic in this area, which I'm not sure how keen I am on that, but how would we... First, let's take a look at blueprints, and we'll go to bathroom. What do we got? Way too big. Way too big. I mean, we could put it across the way, but... I think I'd prefer to make my own because we can make it nice and compact. So, let's go ahead and make custom here. Make our own bathroom. And we'll rotate it around here. And I'll put it right there. And then we'll go back to building. And now I think I'm a little bit more proficient with this. So we'll do walls. I would like the rough ones. So we don't need this. Matter of fact, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to cover up the sides. Now see, this building, that's why I was thrown off. This one we don't have any issue getting in there at all. I don't have to hit control or anything to get that wall in there. Now I might need to do that for this one. Because that way you kind of go inside things. We might be able to do this with an arch. Although we don't have, I think, an arch that matches. So we just got classic brick. And we could do something with that. That's unfortunate. But we don't have a matching arch. I would have preferred that. But we could go with like a wood one. And it might look okay. I'd prefer if it was... Let's just see what this looks like. Oop, that's not what I want. So would that look nice? Not sure it goes together very well. And then there's brick, which doesn't really go together either. What about this glass one? I mean, that might be okay. Huh. I kind of like that one. I don't know if I like the way that it's quartered in there, but maybe that's just the order I put them in. Let's see what else we got before we make any final decisions. We could also do this one. Although I really don't like the way that looks. All right, I think I'm just going to go with this one. It looks okay. Let's do that. And then I would like some kind of decoration here. At the very least, I would like a couple lanterns, I think. So people can see their way to the bathroom. Let's get our roof now. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use the same roof. I'd like to actually vary it up a little bit. So, what can we do with these roofs? We could do a nice simple one like this. Although that kind of actually clips into the other roof. Don't know if I like that. We could do something like that. And just, you know, switch it around, obviously. So it's facing more like this. Yeah, let's try that. And then we're just going to need to get the wall sections right. So let's come back in here and type in rough again. And we're going to want the wall like that. And then bring it down. Okay, so that's not quite the right angle. So we'll want the other one. That looks good. Okay, that one's good. And then we just need to come down here, do that one. And then we just need the 2 meter high. There we go. That looks pretty good. Nice bathroom there. And do we have any other decorations that we would want? Like flags or signs or... I think, isn't there a thing for signs somewhere else? Maybe scenery? I mean, there are these kind of things. But you know what? That will be fine, I think.